welcome to aclaireytale does Vlogmas day 18. It is 7 days till Christmas Day, everybody. 7 days, 1 week today till the big day. We must all be feeling so excited now, surely. Everyone in their festive spirits. I'm so excited. It's going to be such a good day. Although I'm starting to think, but then in 7 days that means it's all over. No, let's not think about that. Let's not think about that. Let's just think about how excited we are for Christmas. I am feeling so much better today. Thank you all for your lovely get well wishes. I have such a lovely bunch watching. Thank you. You're all so kind. I've got a nice big hoodie on. This is the warmest hoodie I own. I got it from Alaska. So nice. While I've been editing. So that video is ready to go up. I had a lie-in as well. So I've actually not got much time. What time is it? I've got half an hour to leave the house for work. And I need to make my sandwich and get ready. And yeah, but as I said yesterday, I'm gonna join this day of Vlogmas with tomorrow's day, so that's good. I'll have some more footage for you in this video for tomorrow, I promise. I'm actually going to do a Q&A. I'm trying to do a Christmassy Q&A. I'll try and ask for Christmassy questions because I thought it'd be nice to keep in the festive spirit. So I'll ask for that on Instagram later today. Obviously it'll already be done, and then I'll film that tomorrow. I'll get up early tomorrow, but I just needed that lie-in today. I just feel so much better, and I think that's just what I needed. Stay in bed, keep warm. Just before I go though, I will do this, number 18. 18. Find the hornet blower. I'm sure I've seen him, you know, guys. Oh, there he is. Tiny little man up there. And the chocolate is... it's a star. So guys, I'll pick you back up tomorrow for number 19. 18, 1 week till Christmas. Are you excited?
I am. Oh, it's a TIE fighter.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh yeah! Oh, that looks quite easy to build, maybe. I know there's lots of pieces.
Right, I can see that one of those make like that.
Ooh. Wow! That is super cool. Pew pew!
They make a really screechy noise when they fly as well. I won't make it. You can find it and put it over the top.
Oh, wait, is that good or bad?
Bad.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh. I've just come down to this. Isn't he so sweet? Number 19. What have we got? Oh, it's the one I took the foil off. Find the skier. Aren't they all on skis? So this one in particular. Okay, so what's he doing? Holding them upright. Okay, where are you, little skier? Oh, I can't see him. Oh, that's why. He's on the actual door. There he is. That's really annoying. There we go anyway. And what have we got? Oh, it's a bauble. I'm gonna eat this now before the horrible taste of my lemsip. I've not been keeping track of this one, guys. I might take this one up to the study next year so that I've got, no 6 on there, so that I could see it. Maybe have it behind me in my vlogs. That's if I do Vlogmas next year. 6 days till Christmas! Yay! Awesome, let's get you all set up there. Welcome to Vlogmas day 19. Actually, you already know that I've done my advent calendar, haven't I? I thought I'd cheat a little bit. I'm sorry, I am busy with work this week, but I thought I'd do a little Christmas Q&A. I asked a few questions on Instagram. I kind of said Christmas questions preferable, but I'll answer non-Christmas. But I got loads of Christmas questions, so let's keep this to a Christmas Q&A. I've got the questions here, so let's start. If you're wondering why I'm suddenly full of energy, I don't drink tea or coffee, but I've just had a lemsip, as you saw, and the caffeine in the lemsip like sends me crazy. It's like Mountain Dew as well, it's the same effect. Oh, let me show you this t-shirt. So I got this from Old Navy last year. It's Santa on a deck chair and he says that he's lost the list. Loved it. Has anyone seen so you know Raymond Briggs, who wrote The Snowman? He does Father Christmas story as well. There's a little TV program, they show it every Christmas. It's on this Christmas, it's on Christmas Day, in fact. I've already marked it. And it says what Santa's up to on when he's off, when he's not working, and it's pretty much exactly that. So I got a range of sort of really Christmassy questions and then some Disney Christmassy type questions. So I'll start with the Christmassy ones. Rach Brad 27 asks, what's your favourite Christmas song? Kel Bay from Far Off Adventures asked me this too, and so did John. Basically, it's got to be George Strait Christmas Cookies. It's just my favourite track. It's so Christmassy and festive and warm, and I just love it. You heard me sing a little bit of it in the vlog where we actually were making Christmas cookies. I sang a little bit of it, really badly, but just look it up. Go on YouTube and find George Strait Christmas Cookies. It's brilliant and it's funny and it's cute. I listen to a lot of country Christmas music. You guys know I love my country music, but with the Christmas songs, I just love hearing my favourite country artists, or my favourite artists full stop, singing the classic Christmas songs that we know and love. So Randy Travis in particular, love his Christmas album. His whole album I have on repeat throughout Christmas. I have it on my phone, so I've just been listening to it non-stop, and it's got some great tracks. Meet Me Under the Mistletoe, Pretty Paper, How Do I Wrap My Heart Up for Christmas? That's another my favourite Christmas songs. So basically Randy Travis's whole Christmas album is my favourite, but also George Strait, Reba, Blake Shelton's got a great Christmas album, Toby Keith, just yeah, all my favourite country artists singing Christmas songs is just brilliant. I love the Rat Pack Christmas album as well. If anybody else has that album, it's so good. Like, every single track is incredible, and just them singing, they have their own albums as well. It's so good. So Dean Martin's and Frank Sinatra's albums are really good too, but that Rat Pack one as a whole, it's the one with the green cover. Go get it, it's so good. I love Michael Bublé. I think he's a great singer. I love his non-Christmas songs, but I think his voice, don't hate me, I think his voice just falls short slightly of the Rat Pack singers for because he always covers Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin, and he's just not quite there. You gotta have Frank Sinatra or Dean Martin singing those songs. They've just got that husky, warm, Christmassy voice. I do love Michael Bublé though, so don't hate me. I think he's great. Haven't Met You Yet is one of my favourite songs ever. But yeah, Christmas songs, I'd rather have Rat Pack or yeah, country artists. I do like all the sort of 90s ones, all the sort of Wham, and were they 90s or 80s? I think they were 80s now, weren't they? Yeah, I just love Christmas songs. They're just timeless as well, aren't they? Because you listen to them every Christmas. They remind you of Christmas and it makes you happy. I love Elton John's Step Into Christmas as well. That is a great Christmas song. Yeah, this could go on forever. I just love all Christmas songs. They're so good. Rhiannon Eve has asked me what my favourite Christmas carol is. Randy Travis does a great version of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. That's really good. What other Christmas carol? Silent Night? Can't beat that. I know it in German too, so I really like that. Reba actually does a great version of Silent Night. She tells you the story of it beforehand as well. Yeah. I'm gonna get everyone into country music, one person at a time. The lovely Cindy and Kurt, they're the most supportive people ever, have asked me, what is your and Simon's favourite Christmas food? That's a good question. So is this savoury or non-savoury? Savoury or sweet? I'll go with savoury first. Mine is pigs and blankets. I love pigs and blankets. I think it's because you only have them at Christmas, so they're really special. My mum also makes, it's not very Christmassy at all. It's not traditional. I don't even know why we do it, but my mum makes mashed potato pyramids every Christmas, and she just makes mashed potato in the shape of a pyramid and then grills the top, and they're just so nice and soft and buttery with your Christmas dinner. I love them, so that's another favourite, which we only ever have at Christmas. I know Simon's is probably what his dad does. If anyone saw last year's Vlogmas, actually, he explains this really well. But his dad puts like sage and onion stuffing in the turkey leg once they've all had the turkey dinner. And yeah, I think that's Simon's favourite savoury thing. I don't really know how to explain it. I think he definitely explains it better. I can't remember which Vlogmas it is from 2017, but it's in one of them. My favourite sweet, oh, I know Simon's is mince pies. He loves his mince pies. My favourite sweet at Christmas, that's actually really hard, because what's at Christmas time that you can't really have any other year? Well, fondant fancies, those Mr. Kipling fondant fancies, they are only at Christmas, the ones that are my favourite ones, the snowflake ones, the vanilla ones. But that's not really something you have at Christmas dinner. The excitement of the tub of roses, maybe, that's a nice sweet one. That actually leads on to, someone asked me about Christmas Eve traditions. Let me just find out who it is. Disney Donna asked, do you have any Christmas Eve traditions? And she said, P.S. I love your vlogs. Bless you, thank you. So Christmas Eve when I was younger, my mum, well actually it depends if it was a weekday, my mum would always have a half day at work. They'd always let them out early, and I just remember always being really excited because you never exactly knew the time she'd be home. But when she'd come home, we were allowed to crack open the roses, so that was something I was always really excited for her to come home, because it meant we could open a tub of roses. She would also get all the prep ready, so the smells that were going through the house, so good. Other than that, we didn't really have many Christmas Eve traditions. It was just all the excitement of Christmas Day to follow, really, that you know, we'd have the heating on and the Christmas tree lights, we'd watch movies maybe, but we would tend to stay in, I think, Christmas Eve, looking forward to the next day. This Christmas Eve though, I'm going around to my mum and dad's. They're hosting a little evening, so I'm looking forward to that. What are yours? What's your special Christmas Eve tradition? What else have we got? Bored husband and bored wife say, what are you and Simon creating as new Christmas traditions since you've got the new house? Well, that's funny actually, because obviously everything's new this year, so it's not a tradition. But we are bringing traditions from my family and traditions from Simon's family that he's done over the years, and we're sort of bringing them together and doing these things together. So hopefully we just keep doing everything that we know and love. That's what tradition's all about. Hopefully over the years it will become a tradition. Whatever we're doing now that's new, we do every year. Maybe mince pie crackers will be our new tradition. It's Rob M has asked me, what is your all-time favourite Christmas film and why? Ooh, the first one that popped into my head was actually Miracle on 34th Street. I just think it's so sweet, it's so warm and loving and Christmassy, and I cry every time. So I think that one for me. I haven't watched it this Christmas yet, so I need to watch it. Basically any movie that you only watch at Christmas is special because it makes you think of Christmas. Love Actually is another one I like to watch at Christmas, although I don't like some of the storylines in it. As a whole, it's very Christmassy and really festive. Home Alone, it's got to be Home Alone as well. Can't beat those two. I watched Muppets Christmas Carol for the first time. Like, that is brilliant. I think that's going to be a future favourite. I might even watch that again. I'm just looking at it because it's on the table there. Any Christmas Carol adaptation, actually. It's such a wonderful story. I'm not the biggest fan of Elf. I'm sorry. I know that's everyone's favourite. I think because I watched it when I was an adult, I remember just thinking it was really silly and stupid. I think I was the wrong age when it came out to enjoy it properly. If I'd have been younger, I think, and then was watching it every year, I would have enjoyed it. But yeah, I found it really silly. I think I've said a lot of controversial things in this. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get a Michael Bublé and an Elf backlash, I think, from this video so far. Amie Idre has asked me, what is your best Christmas memory? That's a really good question, and it's actually quite hard because most of my life my dad recorded all the Christmases. So do I remember them, or is it because I've watched those videos so often that I remember them? So that's always a little bit hard. But do you know what as well? If you would like to see them, I might do a little montage of those home videos. They are obviously a bit more personal and and stuff, so I don't know if you would. Let me know below if you'd like me to sort of insert some old clips. I'd love to show you, because yeah, I just had the best Christmases growing up, and I think that's why I love Christmas as an adult, because my parents made sure I had the best Christmases ever. I'm very, very lucky and blessed. But my favourite Christmas memory, I think, just having all the family around. We'd all sing, we'd all dance, and it's all on video as well, so I definitely should show you because it's hilarious. I think just all being together, getting dressed up for when people come round, and that anticipation of everyone coming around, the anticipation of if Santa's arrived or not. I know it sounds ridiculous. I used to go down the stairs, this was in the morning, like the smell of turkey would already be wafting through the house because Mum would already have got the cooker on, and we always got our presents in our front room where I showed you where the tree is, and mine would be on the main sofa, and just creeping in to see if the presents were there. I used to get scared that he wouldn't come one year, so I'd always be like sneak around. I'd ask my dad to go check first to see if he arrived this year, and just things like that. It's all those little feelings that I get, and they all come back to me this time of year. Oh, M Hardy has asked me, have you ever been to the Christmas markets in Germany? Well, I lived in Germany for a year. I studied at Dresden University, so I actually spent a full Christmas season in Germany, and the Dresden German markets were beautiful. I'm so lucky I got to see that. And my best friend Carla and I, you've seen her in these vlogs, we'd walk around them and looking at all the sort of hot chocolate they do and the bratwurst, and they would have all these little wooden toys and wooden structures things that we'd look at, and yeah, it was really nice. I'd love to take Simon to a German market. We're thinking maybe somewhere like Munich, because I've never been to Munich, but I always just want to go back to Dresden, so it's really hard because every time I think of going to Germany, all I want to do is go to Dresden. So maybe we can do sort of trip where we can do Dresden and somewhere new, so I get to see my favourite place and we go to somewhere new as well. But yeah, one Christmas I'd love to maybe go to a proper Weihnachtsmarkt. We're going to go to the Manchester ones at the weekend though, so that'll be a nice. They're pretty similar. Manchester do a really good job of getting the essence of a German market. So I'm going to go over now. I'm not even in the middle anymore, am I? I've not been looking at the viewfinder. I'm going to go over now to the more Disney Christmas questions. So Disney Inside blog has asked me, would you ever choose to spend Christmas Day at a Disney park? I have done, and it was very busy, very busy. I've done 3 Christmas days actually in Florida. I went with my family on a trip once, and we didn't eat in the park, we ate at the Grand Floridian Cafe, and it was actually a day we were all really ill, so we didn't really enjoy it that much. We all caught this really nasty bug. I did Christmas on my first programme. We went into Magic Kingdom before. We were lucky because it was just before they closed the gates at full capacity. It was so busy, so busy. We couldn't really do anything, but it was just nice to say that we were in Magic Kingdom on Christmas Day. And then on my most recent programme, I was working. Yeah, I worked it. I worked the morning in Epcot, so I wasn't a guest in the park. Worked the morning and then finished early, if I remember rightly, and then we went back to the Yacht and Beach Club where we were staying to enjoy club level. The best thing to do if you're thinking of doing Christmas in one of the parks is know that you probably won't get on any rides and do anything like that, but if you want to just be somewhere, just be there, or stay in your resort, enjoy being there on Christmas Day in your resort, because it's a lot quieter, it's more enjoyable, and you can do everything at your own sort of pace, whereas in the parks Christmas Day it can be a bit hectic and busy. So it's up to you really how you want to do it. I think if it was me and I was a guest going to the parks at Christmas time, that whole week is probably the busiest week ever. I would probably avoid it, to be honest with you. But if I was to do it again, I would maybe do Magic Kingdom earlier because it's the same sort of stuff. They have the same shows and same Christmassy feelings. So maybe 23rd, 24th do Magic Kingdom, and then on the 25th, if I'm staying in a Disney resort, just stay in it and enjoy it in that respect, or even go to a park but just know that I'm not going to do any rides, and I'm just going to be there and feel the atmosphere and be there for Christmas. Similar sort of question as well. T90X asked me what's the best thing to do in Walt Disney World at Christmas and New Year. So again, with Christmas, maybe avoid the parks or know that the park's going to be busy, so you already expect that it will be busy. But with New Year, the 3 New Years, like the one I was a guest at, we celebrated in Disney Springs, and then on my programs, the first time we did Boardwalk, and that was amazing. You have hats and horns. I think cast members are blocked out, so that's why we weren't in the park. So we were in Boardwalk with all the hats and horns and everyone singing to each other, and you could see Epcot's fireworks, and Epcot does the most incredible New Year fireworks. Well, they used to. Everything's changing, isn't it? So we would watch them from Boardwalk, and then yeah, maybe go out afterwards, jelly rolls, all that sort of stuff. So Boardwalk's a great idea for New Year. The most recent time, I can't even remember. Oh, I know now. Yeah, we didn't go to the parks. We had dinner out and then went to someone's apartment in housing, and then I remember us singing Auld Lang Syne and all that sort of stuff. I think with New Year and Christmas, just the most important thing, not really things to do, it's just be with the people that make you happy. I think that is the most important thing, because everything around you, whatever you're seeing, the atmosphere or the park or all that goes, but it's the people that you're with that stay forever. So just do whatever you can to be with them. Yeah, because it all comes down to you've got them, and that's who you're making the memory with. It doesn't really matter where you are. I think that is all the Disney and the Christmassy questions. I might quickly do a few non-Christmas, non-Disney ones. There were only a few, so I'll quickly do those. How did Simon do in his exams? Well, thank you, Lee Boo 21 for asking. We don't find out. He'll find out end of January. Beauty DeForce asked, would you ever do a meetup in Liverpool, coffee and cake with like-minded people? I would love to. Maybe like, you know, in the Xylophone Costa, we all just have a nice coffee. That would be so cute. I don't know though. I'm always scared of organising things. Imagine if no one turned up. I don't want to bombard people with saying, oh, come to here, if they're not from Liverpool. I don't want them to pay to get there, and yeah. If anyone is already in Liverpool, and that would be cool, yeah, maybe I'll message you and we should do something. That would be awesome. Will you be going to Disneyland Paris this year? Well, not this year, next year. I'd like to, you know, but for me, I know this sounds ridiculous, but it's sort of the same price to go to Florida, or at least closer to, and I'd rather put all that money that I would spend to go to Paris to go to Florida. Because for example, to get to Liverpool to London, it's about £100, then the Eurostar London to Paris another 200, maybe more, then staying in hotels another few hundred, then the tickets, and then eating out. And I think, yeah, I'm very, very lucky in that I get to stay in Florida for free. But I think I'd rather just go to Florida, because, well, not just because obviously Disney is better, but because I prefer America as well. There's things in America that I love, that I go to Florida not just for Disney, but for America. So I think I'd rather just put the money towards it. But Charlotte Ruff and I always joke about we should go one day, so we should maybe stop joking around and actually just book something, because she's going all the time now that she lives down there. So maybe one day I'll go and join her. I'd love to go with her. She'll be so much fun. Where are some of the places you want to go with the hubby other than Disney? Well, he wants to go to Tokyo. Does that count though? Because I'd want to do Disney if we're in Tokyo. I want to do Australia. I would love to do a full tour of the whole place. Iceland, I've said this before, I would love to go to Iceland. I said to Simon the other day, actually, we should just book it and go, because we keep talking about it. It's not far away. Let's just do it. I've started really wanting to go to Lapland as well. Maybe one year I'll try Lapland. That would be really cool. What else do we talk about? Road trips, US road trips especially. We want to do the whole of Texas. I want to go to every town that's in a country song. We want to do, there's so much we want to do. My best friend Sophie, she was my other bridesmaid to Carla. She lives in Vegas. So I would love to visit Vegas as an adult. I was 6 and 12 last time I was there. So yeah, Vegas and San Fran, Alcatraz, got to do all that. I just want to go everywhere all the time, really. I want to go to Oklahoma. Toby Keith has a restaurant in Oklahoma, so I want to go there. Oh, and the Carolinas. Want to do Hilton Head and all that sort of Myrtle Beach area. I just want to do everything. I want to do New York. I know I've been about 4 or 5 times to New York when I was growing up, and I didn't really enjoy it too much. But I would like to go now as an adult, maybe at Christmas time. I'd like to go and do the You've Got Mail trail. That's not a thing, I just made that up. But it was filmed in New York, so I want to go to all the places that it was filmed. So like Cafe Lalo's, the place in Riverside Park that they met. Just, yeah. I'm starting to get a bit croaky, so I'm just going to do a few more and then I'll go. What is your favourite Disney World restaurant? Let's raise the roof and do the hoop-de-doo. It's got to be hoop-de-doo. Hoop-de-doo review is one of the best experiences. It's probably my favourite thing on Disney property. You've got to do it if you haven't done it yet. It is the most fun, the best food. Oh, it's just brilliant. I'm hoping to do it again in February. I haven't booked it yet, but I really want to. But does that count for a restaurant when it's a show? Okay, if it doesn't, I'll go for Ohana's pretty amazing. Artist Point actually used to be my favourite and Simon's favourite restaurant, but now it's a character meet and greet. The surrounding as well, because it's in Wilderness Lodge, which is our favourite. We just loved it. What else is good for food? Boma Breakfast. That's my favourite breakfast on the whole of Disney property is Boma Breakfast. Sci-Fi Diner is another one. I just love the atmosphere there. It's just very different to any other Disney restaurant. Oh, there's just so many good ones. I can't really pick because they all have something special, something unique, and everybody's different as well. Everyone wants different things, so it depends on who you are as well, what you like and what mood you're in, what sort of atmosphere you fancy, really. Oh no, my battery's flashing, so I'll just end it now on this last question. I thought it's a good one to end on. Ellis asks me, how am I finding Vlogmas? Do you know what? I'm loving it. I'm loving having you guys like come along with me on my first ever Christmas in our new house. The only thing at the moment is with work, and then obviously I got ill, so it was a little bit difficult recently, but it's the 19th now, when it's nearly here. So yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really glad I'm doing it because I've got these memories forever now. So if I ever want to look back in years to come, I can, and that's what's so special. Yeah, I have to go to work soon, and then I have 2 110s Thursday and Friday, so I think that I might join the next 2 up as well. But then after Friday, I'm gonna do each day singly right up until Christmas Eve. Although I think I will film Christmas Day. If you'd like to see it, I'll put it up, because I feel like because Vlogmas is meant to end on the 24th, isn't it? But that whole build up to this one day, and then I don't film the one day, feels a bit silly to me. So I might just make it a little montagey type of one. But yeah, we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you did, subscribe if you haven't already. Keep sending in your comments, I love reading them, and see you tomorrow or probably the next day. Bye!
Make your memories, take your pictures.